This is so good and refreshing, you guys. This cherry, oh Lord have mercy. It is so good. It just reminds me of the ices of old. Anyway, if you do make this, make sure, if you use the Jello, make sure that you dissolve the Jello in hot water first. Don't use it in cold. Use hot water to dissolve the Jello, the 2 tablespoons of Jello, and go from there. The Jello does add an extra punch of cherry flavor, but of course you all who use cherry Kool-Aid anyway know that cherry Kool-Aid on its own is good. Delicious. So you can just use the cherry Kool-Aid if you want to, but like I said, if you want that extra punch, go ahead and use the Jello, but dissolve it in hot water first. And enjoy this with your kids. So here's how to make it. Alright guys, so we're going to get started with 1 cherry packet of Kool-Aid, 1 gelatin dessert flavored cherry, and not the whole thing though. And we're going to do 1 cup of sugar and 1.5 quarts of water. Here we go. So we're going to now add the cherry Kool-Aid. And we're going to go ahead and stir in 1 cup of sugar. Get it stirred up really, really good. And I like to fill up the Kool-Aid envelope with water because there's so much residue, so much Kool-Aid residue left in there. And I like to get every little drip out of there. So I'm going to pour that in there. Just 1 little envelope. It's probably like a teaspoon and a half, or a tablespoon and a half. So I'm going to get that mixed in really good. And if you want that extra shot of cherry flavor, here's where you add the gelatin. You're going to add 2 tablespoons of cherry gelatin to 1 cup of very hot water. Stir 2 minutes until it dissolves, and the camera cut off so it didn't show me adding the 2nd tablespoon of cherry gelatin. You're then going to add a 1/2 cup of sugar to this. And stir until dissolved. And now you're going to add this to the main Kool-Aid mixture. And stir that in. So you want to give your mixture a taste. You always want to taste it because sometimes people's different pictures that they use are, for some reason, quarts are different. I know because I have several pictures here at home. So you always just want to taste it. That was good, but I'm going to put 1/4 more cup of sugar. I'll stir that in. Even though it is sweetened, I put a lot of water in there. And that should be good. So I'm going to taste it again. And that's perfect. That is perfect. So now I have this tray from the Dollar Tree that has the cover on the top. And I'm going to pour it right in this little hole here, the top. Get it poured in there evenly. I really love this pour, this little pour hole. And you just tilt it. That way it doesn't spill when you're trying to fill it otherwise. I love this. Can you see it just kind of spilling over into the other little cube holes? And depending on how many people you have, you can use 2 trays. So you just close it up. And if you have another tray to fill, you go ahead and do that. I'm actually going to be filling up 3 trays. I only had 1 of those trays from Dollar Tree. I have to go back and get some more. I really, really like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and get these all filled up. So now put them all into the freezer. However many ice trays you filled up, go ahead and freeze them for about 4 to 5 hours. And I'll show you the rest of the process when I take them out. All right, guys, so I am back, and it is more than 4 hours later. As I said before, you can do it a minimum of 4 hours or more. So this is the tray that I got from Dollar Tree with the cover on it. And of course, I took it off, and that's what it looks like. Also, these are the 2 trays that I did additionally. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Let me show you how to get this all icy, slushy to make this cool summertime drink. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started, and I'm just going to pop the ice out by twisting the tray. So I'm going to take off the top. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can pop them on in there. And just push the ice cubes in. You can also, you guys, sit this in hot water and kind of not melt them, but make them a little slushy on their own so they're easier to blend in your Ninja. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and put the top on, and let me angle the camera a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and pulse it. If you let them get slushy under the bottom, when you put them in, that slushiness mixes with the ice cold and makes a good old slush. So I went ahead and I sat this tray in hot water in the sink, just filled it right to here to boiling hot water. And it loosened up like this. It's still icy on the top, but loose underneath. And I'm going to go ahead and add it to this and make the process much faster. So hopefully you can see that I'm adding it in now. So I'm adding the chunks in there from it too. And don't go past the fill line. If you have a fill line on your Ninja or whatever you're using, you may be using a really good blender, go ahead, but don't go past the fill line. So after you get it all in, just push it down. Go ahead and place your top back on. I'm gonna go ahead and added a few more cubes in. So I am finished blending, and look, this looks like the icee that you get at the store. I don't know if you all remember the ices that came in the red, white, and blue cups with the polar bears. I don't see them too often anymore. I still see them at Sam's and a few other places, but oh my goodness, they were so good, the cherry ices, and this is what it looks like. Let me see. And look at that extra jello, those little specks in there, and oh my goodness, okay. Hold on. Oh my goodness. That is so good. That is so good. At any time, you all, if you did not add enough sugar, if you did not add enough sugar, you can add it in the blending process. It's best to add it before, but you can add it during the blending process. Make sure you blend it in there real good. And I'm going to show you what it looks like in the glass. So you guys, this is what it looks like, cool and refreshing. And I got somebody special to show you and tell you what it tastes like. So here's Isaiah, and he's gonna tell us how it tastes. Isaiah, come on.
It's good.
It's good? Is it real good? Okay, good. I guess so. He's going back for another sip. So there you have it, y'all. So I hope you all enjoy the Koolaid Slushies, the Koolaid Ices, and enjoy some fun this summer with your kids. So please like, comment, and share, because this is something that everybody will love, not just the small kids. As you see, my big kid enjoys it. and the grown-ups will enjoy it too. All right, big kid. All right, guys. See you next time right back here on Tracie's Place. Bye.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Exactly. And share.